Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Keep Moving with Emily. I'm Emily, your adaptive fitness trainer, helping you keep moving. Today, we are getting in strength and cardio intervals where we're going to kind of be focusing on muscular endurance, cardiovascular endurance. So we'll be kind of going for a little bit longer periods of time, which is just kind of a great way for you to really figure out the movement in a successful way. As always, this can be done seated or standing, up to you. As we do our warm-up that's up on the screen, use this as an opportunity to kind of check in with your body, kind of from your head to your toes, check in with your cognition, check in with your fatigue, pain, spasticity, if we're experiencing any balance issues, and give yourself permission to modify if you need to. I always say, set yourself up for success, which means giving yourself permission to modify if you need it. So we're going to get started with our warm up. So equipment wise, make sure you've got some hand weights and a TheraBand and a chair if you need it, some water and a fan. All right, I'm going to turn on my music and we are going to get started. Here we go. So wherever you're at in your chair, or you can do this standing too, just take a big breath in, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale it out. Couple shoulder rolls. Nice. Big breath in again. Exhale. Shoulder rolls. We'll do a couple more here. Warming up those shoulders. Kind of focusing our breath. Warming up our body for this workout. Good. All right. We're going to move into arm openers. So you're going to tap that foot to the side, open up those arms, getting a nice stretch in the chest. If you're doing this standing, you can do this a nice little side step with those arm openers. If lower body, is not in your wheelhouse, you can just stay here with this upper body. Good. Go for 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Shake it out, moving into skiers. So we're going to inhale those arms up overhead, palms face each other. We're going to exhale, kind of bend forward. Big breath in as you reach. Exhale as we hinge forward. This is what we call a nice dynamic warm-up. Warming up from our head to our toes. Getting our body prepped and ready for our workout. We'll be seeing this hinging motion a little bit later. Good. Core is nice and strong as we sit nice and tall. Last one. Breathe in, reach. Exhale, hinge it forward. And then sit nice and tall. Good. Moving into a spinal twist. Reach across the body. We're working our brain. We're working our body as we do this move. Good. Also, we're warming up our core as we twist. Just getting that blood pumping, those muscles warm. So glad that you're joining me today. We're going to be getting in a couple different reps for all the exercises, so you'll really get a good feel of like which version you want to do, but I'll always show a standing and seated option. Good. All right, last one here. All right, place that forearm on your thigh. We're going to reach it up and over and switch. Really warming up those obliques, those shoulders. It's a good one. Wake up the body. Good. All right, couple more here. Last one here. All right, let's warm up that lower body. Grab underneath the knee. We're going to pull that knee up towards our chest. We're going to point and flex the toe, rotate in the ankle, and then switch legs. If we're experiencing some spasticity, you can also just do kind of like reach up, bring your knee to your chest, and then lower a couple times. That works too. I like this one though. It warms up those ankles. Good. Awesome. We'll do about 4 or 5 on each side. It's just a good way to open up those hips. Get that blood pumping in the lower extremities. Last one on each side. Pull that knee up. Rotate in the ankle. All right, moving into hamstring scoops. Love these ones. Extend one foot out, heels in the ground, toes pointed up. We're gonna reach down towards that toe, big scooping motion. Warming up the chest, warming up the back of our legs. Good. Nice big deep breaths through these motions. Awesome. Let's do one more on this side. Reach and scoop. Perfect. Pull that leg in, other leg extends out, heels to the ground, toes pointed up. We're gonna reach and I love this one. It feels so good in the chest. Make that big circle up to the sky. Bring the arms down to your side. 2 more here. There's 1 and 2. Reach and scoop. All right, final 1. We're gonna get that heart rate going. We're gonna work the brain, the body. Arms and legs are a little wide. We're touching opposite hands to opposite ankles, sitting up nice and tall each time, warming up our core. Good. Touching opposite hand to that opposite shin, ankle. Perfect. Go for 2 more on each side. 1. And last 1 on each side. All right. Feeling nice and warm. I'm gonna put up our workout up on the screen so you'll kind of get an idea of what we're gonna be doing, and grab those hand weights because that's what we'll be using first. Grab that swig of water and let's go. All right, round number 1. All right, this is where we're gonna be using our hand weights. We have 8 exercises up on the screen. We're gonna focus on exercise number 1. We're gonna do it 3 times through, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Again, we're working some muscular endurance. We're kind of alternating between strength and cardio throughout these 8 exercises up on the screen. But we're going for a hinge curl press. So it's like multiple muscles at the same time. So I'm going to show you the seated option. I'm going to show you the standing option. So when we do this hinge curl press, we're going to focus on our right side first. The weight's going to be in our right hand. If I'm seated, I'm going to have that weight kind of in between my legs. I'm going to hinge down. I don't have to touch the weight to the floor, just hinge down. I'm gonna sit up nice and tall and I'm gonna curl and press. So this is what we're gonna be doing for 30 seconds. Hinge, sit up nice and tall, curl, press. You'll be there for 30 seconds on the right. Then you're gonna do 30 seconds on the left. And our final 30 seconds, we're gonna alternate. So it's gonna go hinge, curl, press, switch hands, hinge, curl, press. Making sure our core is nice and tight so we don't hurt our back. Now, for those of you who wanna do this standing, same kind of idea, but instead of hinging, we're gonna do like a mini squat. So I'm gonna squat, stand up, curl, press. Right side for 30 seconds, left side for 30 seconds, and then alternate. Cool? Okay, I'm gonna turn my timer on. We're working for 30 seconds, resting for 10. We're gonna get started in 10 seconds. Here we go. So find a weight that works for you. If the weight gets too heavy, you can always drop it. All right, you ready? 3, 2, let's go. So we're gonna hinge. Sit up nice and tall, curl, press. If you're doing that squat, nice little squat, stand up nice and tall, curl to a press. Good. Going for a nice, slow and controlled moves. We're not going for speed here. We're working our biceps, lower body, shoulders. Good. 5 more seconds here. Nice. Last one. Perfect. Switch hands. Left side this time, same idea. I'll start seated. We start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So hinge. Sit nice and tall. Curl to a press. Good. I don't have to bend down too far, but I want to make sure I'm standing up nice and tall before I do that curl press. Same idea for standing. Nice. That press. This is what you call a compound move, meaning multiple muscles at the same time. Biggest bang for our buck when it comes to burning calories, and our brain is on fire. Last one. Rest. Okay. Now this time we're going to alternate. So you're going to hinge, curl, press with the right, switch hands, then left side. It'll take a little time to figure out again, we're working our brain. Let's go. So hinge, curl, press, switch hands. Hinge, curl, press. Nice. Good option. After you do that press, then you switch hands. 10 seconds left. Nice job. So good. Do 1 more on each side if you can. And rest. Nice job. Go ahead and drop your weight. We're going to move on to cardio now. So this is our cardiovascular endurance portion. We're doing knee marches. So if we're seated, you can just march those arms and march those legs, just like so. If we're standing, you can do big marches. You can just do marching in place. You can hang on to something. This is where we're gonna work that muscular endurance. We're just getting in our cardio, 3 sets of 30 seconds. We start right now, let's go. So we can just march, pump those arms, pump those legs. If you want more, big arms, big knees, like so. Same thing if I'm seated. I can reach those arms up, drive the knee towards those hands. If I need to physically lift, or maybe I just pump those arms like I'm running in place. You can be here too. All right, let's go. Quick little intervals. This is what you call high intensity interval training. Quick rest. 2 more sets, just like that. Again, if you want to try it standing, you can always hang on to your chair and do those marches here. Next set begins now. Let's go. Now, if you have space and it feels safe, you can always do the knee marches around your space. That makes it more dynamic, or around your room, but we want to stay safe, as always. So if that doesn't feel safe, you stay in place. Here we go, 10 seconds left. If you're able to speed it up, go for it, but pace yourself. We still have a lot ahead of us. And rest. Woo! Final one. Anytime we reach hands up overhead, that really gets our heart rate up there. So if you're able to reach those arms up as you pull that knee up, that's gonna make it even more challenging. Let's go. Last 30 seconds here. Then we're gonna work more strength, but body weight only. It's amazing how we can exercise with various equipment or no equipment at all. So if you're traveling, you can still get in good exercises without equipment. Nice. 5 seconds left. Ooh, I'm feeling out of breath with this one. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Woo, round number 2 is done. Number 3, we're gonna be working our postural muscles. Those are our back muscles that help give us a good posture, sit up nice and tall. So we've got eyes wide to T's. So my hands are kind of facing each other. We're gonna up and squeeze, pull those thumbs back, come back to center, pull the thumbs to a Y, back to center, and to the T. All right? We're gonna put those on repeat for 3 rounds through. You wanna make it more challenging, add weight. I'm not going to. Here we go. You can do this seated or standing. Eyes, Ys, and T's. Good. Reach those arms up. We're working our range of motion in those shoulders. Really squeezing those shoulder blades, pulling those thumbs back. Again, I can do this seated. If we're seated, check in with your posture. Are you sitting up nice and tall on the edge of your chair? Last one. Good, shake out those arms. 2 more rounds, just like that. I'll keep reminding you of your posture because sometimes we'll find ourselves here. Pull those shoulders down and back, sit up nice and tall. Let's go. Number 2, out of 3. Big Y, big T, pull those thumbs back, squeezing the shoulder blades. You want to challenge yourself and try it standing, go for it. Standing is an exercise too. We're working that lower body, you're working your cardio if you don't stand too much. But if you can't do this without hanging on to something, no worries, take a seat. Rest. Final set. Woo. We start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Last 30 seconds here. Eyes to T's. I told you I was gonna have some holiday music intermixed in between this time. Good. Last 10 seconds. It's amazing how much your muscles work even with no weights at all, just body weight. Woo! We stop in 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Shake out those arms if you need to stretch out those shoulders, pull those arms back. All right, we're gonna work our cognition, we're gonna work our cardio, a little bit of core. So we're going knee, knee, jack, jack. So if I'm seated, I'm gonna go knee, knee, 2 jumping jacks. I can also tap my knee with 2 jumping jacks. If I'm standing, lifting my knee doesn't work, I can do kind of like ice skaters, 2 jumping jacks, or that high impact option is here, okay? 3 rounds, let's go. So we got that knee, jack, jack, or I tap that knee, jack, jack, good. Or I can just lift the knee. Keep it up. This first round might take a little time to kind of figure out what we're doing. You can also do that windmill. That option works too. Knee, knee, jack, jack. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right. Now you know what you're doing. 2 more rounds. If you're able to speed it up, go for it, or you just stay with that consistent speed. Let's go. If you have to say it out loud, you can do that too. Sometimes that helps. Since this is a really cognitive, coordinated move. Good. I kind of like this like ice skater one. Let's go. 10 seconds left. And we have 1 more round. Let's go. And rest. Woo! Check out those arms. Final one. Last one. Nice news, we won't see any of these moves again. Here we go. Knee, knee, jack, jack. So many different variations of this one. Good job. Keep it up. 10 seconds left. We're almost finished. And rest. Woo. Grab some water. Good work. All right, we're gonna focus on some lower body this round. We're on exercise number 5. And how this one's gonna work, there's gonna be a couple different options. If we are seated, we're gonna do 30 seconds for our right leg, 30 seconds for our left leg, and then the last 30 seconds you're gonna alternate. So we're just gonna do leg extension. So if you're seated, you're gonna focus on one side for 30 seconds, the other side for 30 seconds, and then alternate for that last 30 seconds. If you are doing this one standing, we're just doing 3 rounds of sit to stand. So maybe we're hanging on to something, walker, chair, countertop. We're just gonna stand and sit. 3 rounds through for 30 seconds. So whichever version feels good to you, go for it. If you get tired doing those sit to stands, you can always just stick with an alternating leg extension in that seated position. All right, we'll get started in 15 seconds. Are we ready? Woo, get your mind right. Figure out which version's gonna feel good to you. We start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So, I like this sit to stand, functional move. We do this every day, getting up from our chair, things like that. Again, we're not going for speed, we're going for quality. We're focusing on that single side. We're lifting that right toe, squeezing in the quad. 10 more seconds here. Keep breathing, check in with your posture. 3, 2, and 1, rest. 10 seconds rest here. If you're doing the seated option, now we're on the left leg. If you're doing that sit to stand, we got 2 more rounds of sit to stands. Are we ready? Begin. Now, if this sit to stand feels easy to you, or you want to make it more challenging, you can always add in holding 1 weight. You can hold 2 weights down by your side or up on your shoulders. Any way to increase intensity will, if you add in more resistance. Good. 10 more seconds here. Making sure we're standing up, controlling that, and then controlling it down too. And rest. Final round. If we're seated, we're going for those alternating leg extensions. Right, left, right, left. If we're seated, sit to stand. Last 30 seconds. You ready? Let's go. This song's perfect for this exercise. Up and down. Good. Seated option, you're here. Squeezing the quad, lifting the toe. Keep breathing. We got 10 seconds left. Stay strong. Nice. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Rest. Nice job. All right. Grab some water. We're moving on to a little compound exercise, a hinge row to a reverse fly. So, what this one's gonna look like, I'll show the seated version first, and then I'll show your standing option. So this move, we're working our hamstrings, we're working our glutes, and we're working our back muscles. So I'm gonna have my weights down to my side. My legs are kind of out in front of me. I can have my heels in the ground. I'm gonna hinge, so bringing my chest towards my thighs. Hinge forward, chest is towards my thighs. Then I'm gonna row, pull those elbows up, weights to my hip pockets. I'm gonna lower and then reverse fly, big arms open. And then I'm gonna sit up nice and tall. So it's kind of a complicated move. So we're gonna hinge, row, reverse fly, sit up nice and tall. But I'm gonna kind of change it up. Our first round, we're just gonna do a row. We're gonna get this movement down first. I'm gonna change it up. So we're gonna go hinge, row, sit up nice and tall. We'll be there for 30 seconds. Next 30 seconds, we're gonna hinge, reverse fly, sit up nice and tall. Then we'll combine it for the third round. For those of us standing, this is gonna require some balance. Feet are shoulder width apart, slight bend in the knee. You're gonna hinge, row, pull those weights up, lower, squeeze in the glutes and stand. Second round, hinge, reverse fly, stand up and squeeze, and then that final one, hinge to that row, reverse fly. Cool? All right, that's the plan. We got 3 rounds. First round is that row. Here we go. We start in 15 seconds. Decide which version feels good to you. Seated option is going to be the safer one if balance is an issue, because this weight will throw you off. I like to have my feet out in front of me, heels in the ground, so I have to push through those heels when I sit nice and tall. All right, hinge to a row. Let's go. Hinge, row, lower those weights and sit up nice and tall. Or stand up nice and tall, squeezing in those glutes. Keep the weights really close to your side. Pull those elbows up, weights to the hip pocket. I like to keep my eyes on my toes so I don't strain my neck. Good job. Same idea if I'm standing. Hinge, row. Can you give me one more? Let's go. Hinge, row, rest. Good. All right. Row we got down. This time we're doing that reverse fly. So arms come wide, squeezing those shoulder blades, seated or standing. Let's go. So we're going to hinge, reverse fly this time, and then sit up nice and tall or stand up nice and tall. Squeezing in those shoulder blades. Almost like you're trying to fly away. Good. Sitting up nice and tall. Core is engaged. Let those eyes kind of follow the direction of your body and rest. All right, here's where we challenge ourselves. We hinge, then we row, reverse fly, then sit up nice and tall. Last 30 seconds, let's go. Hinge, row, then reverse fly, then sit up nice and tall. Keep breathing. Keep moving. Good work. Last 10 seconds. Good. Then for this page of exercises, all we have left is cardio and a core move. Woo, rest. Drop those weights. Nice job. Grab a swig of water. Catch your breath really quick. All right, we got rope climbs. These are super fun, good for the brain, good for the body. One arm reaches up, pull that elbow down, other arm reaches. We're here. Boom. We can march those feet if you want. Standing option, reach and pull, or you can march in place. Up to you. 3 rounds of 30 seconds. Let's go. So reach and pull. Maybe you start off slow, figure out the movement. You can march it out. The faster you go, the more you're gonna work that cardio. But just remember, we got 3 rounds of this, so pace yourself. Again, we're reaching up over our head, meaning we're gonna get that heart rate up there. Nice. Looking good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Rest. Big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, second set. We start in 3, 2, let's go. Good work. Reach and pull. This is so good for our brain because we're working each side, like right side, then left side. If we have an opposite side, it's still getting in some work. Let's go, let's go. Woo. We're working that cardiovascular endurance. So by round 3, we're going to be wiped and rest. Good. Stretch out those arms if you need it. We start our final round of these rope climbs in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Now, I love working out with music because there's a beat. If you can stick to this beat, hear that beat, reach and pull. With that beat, if you can also slow it down. Good. Let's go, let's go. Last 10 seconds. You can add a little bit of funk to it if you want. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Grab some water. We are moving into our core. So you're gonna notice we have 3 exercises up there. We're gonna start with starfish for 30 seconds, then we'll do twists, then we'll do bicycles. So starfish, we kind of lean it down, lean it back, big Y, and crunch it forward as we bring our chest towards our thigh. And then twist, we can twist across the body. We can bring, if you want to add a weight, you can, to our hip pocket. Those are your 2 options there. And then the final one is those bicycles, opposite elbow to opposite knee. You can also do that windmill. You can also lift the leg and just tap the shin, whichever version feels good for you. So we're just doing 3 core exercises, each one for 30 seconds for these 3 rounds. Starting with that starfish. We'll start in 10 seconds. Feet stay together. Unless you want to make it more of a cardio move, then legs can come wide. All right, starfish in 3, 2, 1. So hinge forward, touch those shins, lean back into like a half crunch, open up those arms nice and wide and come forward. So I'm going to inhale as I reach, exhale as I crunch forward. Good. If you want a more cardio and core, great option here. Nice. Using our breath for these core exercises engages those abdominal muscles even more. Rest. You want to grab a weight and make this more challenging, you can. Sitting up nice and tall on the edge of our chair, twisting across the body or with a little bit of an angle. Let's go. So if I'm holding a weight, the further that weight is in front of me, the more challenging it's going to be. The closer it is to my body, the easier it's going to be. Or if you want to do more of a Russian twist, I'm going to twist and bring that weight to that hip. Good. All right. We're almost halfway through with our workout. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Final 30 seconds is those bicycles, opposite elbow to opposite knee. You can also twist and touch that elbow if lifting the legs doesn't work for you. Here we go. So you've got this option, opposite elbow to opposite knee. You can twist across the body. You can lift the leg and touch opposite hand to opposite leg, toe, heel, or that nice little windmill that we did during our warm-up. Same idea, still twisting, still tapping that opposite hand to opposite leg. You got 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, grab some water. This is when you're gonna grab your TheraBand, because this is the next round is our TheraBand round. TheraBand with some cardio and some core, all right? Grab your water. Nice big deep breaths in and out. Hope everyone's feeling good. All right. TheraBand round coming on up. Same idea. We have 8 exercises up on the screen. 3 rounds of 30 seconds for each of the exercises. We're kind of alternating between upper body and lower body. For our TheraBand lat pull, this is where you're gonna have that TheraBand. The wider your hands are, the easier or less resistance it'll be. The closer your hands are on that TheraBand, the more resistance it'll be. So it's gonna be more difficult. So I'm gonna reach those hands up overhead, pull that TheraBand to my chest, pulling those elbows down and back, reach it up and pull. If I don't have a TheraBand, I can do this motion without weights, or I can add in weights, that's up to you. But we have 3 rounds of 30 seconds. If we're standing, making sure our core is tucked in and our glutes are tucked in, I can also do like a little bit of a staggered stance, 1 foot in front, and pull and reach. We're going to be working these back muscles, a little bit of core and shoulders. And then if we're seated, we're sitting up nice and tall. Arms are kind of angled out in front. Pull towards our chest and push away. Cool. 3 rounds of 30 seconds. We're going to get started in about 10. Grab that TheraBand. Again, the wider your hands are, the easier it'll be. The closer your hands are, the harder it'll be. Play around with it. You'll see. All right. That's why I love using TheraBands. All right. We start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Reach and pull. Up overhead. Pull towards your chest as you pull those elbows down and back. Inhales, you reach it up. Exhales, you pull it down. Good. Reach it up. See how my arms are kind of angled out in front, and then I pull down and back. Good. Again, I can have that staggered stance with my feet. Kind of protects my lower back. And rest. Good. By round number 3, you're going to feel it for sure. All right. You're ready. Get those hands ready. Up overhead and pull and push away. Good. If you've ever been to the gym, this is similar to the machine, like a lat pull machine. The bar's up overhead and you pull it down towards your chest. Same idea, but just with a TheraBand. So you're bringing the gym into your home. Good. 10 more seconds. Check in with your posture, pulling those elbows down and back, and rest. Ooh, you feel it in those shoulders? I do too. All right, last set. Last 30 seconds. We start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good job. Again, nice little staggered stance for that standing option if that feels good, or you can have feet nice shoulder width apart. Stay strong. We're almost finished. We end in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Rest. Okay. So here's where you kind of get to make a choice. If you have a mini loop or a booty band is like what I like to call it, something like this, you can place this around your legs, slip it around your ankle, and it kind of sits above your knees. You can do clamshell seated. You can also do a squat tap to the side. This adds extra resistance. If you only have this kind of a TheraBand, you're just gonna wrap it around your legs, holding nice and tight, and same idea. I can do clamshells where I bring those knees apart and bring them together, or I can tap to the side. For 30 seconds, we'll go taps to the right, then taps to the left, and then alternating if you're doing this seated. For the standing option, this TheraBand will make it more challenging and more difficult. So if that doesn't feel good to you, you don't have to use a TheraBand at all. But if you want to make it a little bit more spicy, you can. Okay, so same idea. We're going to do squat tap to the right and tapping the foot to the right. This TheraBand is just going to add some extra resistance. Right side for 30 seconds, left side for 30 seconds. Then I'll just kind of do an alternating side step for that final 30. But you can get rid of the TheraBand for the standing option if it's too much. Are we ready? Another option for the standing one, if like stepping is too scary, you can also just step, shift your weight. That also works. All right, let's do this. You got those squat taps to the right or clamshells, 3 sets of 30. We start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I like to do either the seated or standing option. Tap into the side. We're working our inner thigh, outer thigh, glutes. If we're sitting, sit nice and tall, core is engaged. If I need to physically lift this leg out to the side, that totally works. For those of us standing, tap to the right, bring that foot back to the center. Good. Or I just kind of shift my weight. Good. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Left side now. All right, seated or standing. You ready? Again, if we're hanging on to something, chair, countertop, let's go. Tap to the side. Now, maybe using this TheraBand is like, you know, an extra level of difficulty that you're like, no thanks. Then get rid of it. No shame in that. Keep working, keep moving and grooving. We're almost there. 10 seconds left. And then this final round, we're just gonna kind of alternate. Side steps, you could do clamshells. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, shake out those legs. So we can do that little side step here. We can go alternating or clamshells for that final 30 seconds. You ready? Let's go. This music's about to get crazy. So no need to stick to the beat because it gets a little wild. Good. All right, you got 20 seconds left. Get ready, the beat's gonna hit. See? Super fast. We don't need to go that fast. All right, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Rest. Go ahead and take a seat. Take that TheraBand off the legs. All right, we're gonna work that chest. We're gonna work those shoulders. Here's what it's gonna look like. Same idea. The closer your hands are, the more difficult it's gonna be. The further your hands are out, the easier it'll be. But essentially, we're gonna start with the TheraBand down on our thighs. We're gonna bring it up to about eye level, pull towards our chest, push away and back down. We got front raise to a chest press, 3 rounds of 30 seconds, seated or standing, just like so. Cool? Keeping a little bit of tension. If I don't have a TheraBand, I can do no weights. I can do wall push-ups, countertop push-ups if you feel like it. Or you can use weights, but those will get pretty heavy pretty quickly. All right, 3 sets of 30 seconds. If you have a TheraBand and you want to do 1 set against the wall or against your countertop, go for it. Essentially, we're doing a push-up, just using the TheraBand. Are you ready? Here we go. Sitting up nice and tall, roll those shoulders down and back. We start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Pull it up, pull it towards your chest, push away and down. Keeping that tension on that TheraBand. Core is engaged. It's gonna get crazy again. Nice. I don't know about you, but I need some good music. Pumps me up. Good. Keep breathing. Strong shoulders. We're working a little bit of chest, triceps, rest. Back muscles. We're working like multiple muscles for this one. All right. Final round. Feel free to do that push-up if you want against your countertop, your desk, your wall. I'll show you what that looks like. Kind of like this. Great option here. Nice modification. But we got this TheraBand, so I see ya. You're working hard. Keep it up. Drop the TheraBand if it gets too heavy, too difficult. Still do the motion. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Okay. Oh wait, I think we have 1 more left. I might be off on my on my counts here. We're gonna do 1 more round. Here we go. I think this is our final one. See, sometimes my timer gets tricky. Come on. We got 30 seconds left. You got this. Let's go, let's go. It says we're on our 3rd round, so cognition. So I'm either giving you an extra set of chest presses or the right amount. I don't know. 3, 2, 1. Now we rest. All right, drop that TheraBand. Actually, no, you need it. I'm gonna show you what the 2 options are with this TheraBand. If you have your mini loop, this is a really great option for this tricep pull down because I'm gonna put it on my shoulder with my opposite hand, and then I'm gonna pull straight down, and I'm working that tricep. So I'll be right side for 30 seconds. And then I'm gonna place my right hand on my left shoulder and pull down with my left arm. So that's a really great option if you've got like a mini loop. You can do the same thing with your TheraBand. You're just gonna kind of have a little bit of a tail. Place the TheraBand on your shoulder, pull straight down, work in the tricep, the back of your arm, 30 seconds on the right, and then we switch hands, 30 seconds on the left. For the final set, we're gonna kind of do like a little bit of a tricep extension out. So elbows are bent, and I'm gonna open up those arms nice and wide. If the TheraBand feels too difficult, You don't have to use the TheraBand at all, and you're just gonna kind of pretend like you're pulling it away, just bending at the elbows and extending, okay? So we got tricep pull downs, 30 seconds on each side, and then that final round, tricep extensions out. Let's do this. Here we go. We start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So tricep pull downs, our arms up right here, and we're pulling straight down. Again, just like the machine at the gym, you kind of pull the cable down, elbow stays really close to my side, and I'm squeezing in the back of that arm. Bending in the elbow and extending straight down. 5 more seconds here. We're working our dexterity as we hang on nice and tight to this TheraBand too. Rest. This time, we're gonna place our right hand on our left shoulder, grab a hold of that band, elbows tucked in, and we're pulling straight down with that left arm this time. Again, the higher we hold up, the more challenging it's gonna be. The lower I go, I'm not gonna get as much range of motion. Nice job. Really squeeze and hold the back of that arm. Good, 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Okay, this final one, I'm gonna hold on the very edges of my TheraBand. Elbows are high, and I'm gonna extend straight out and just bend in those elbows. If the TheraBand doesn't work, you can just stay here. Really push those arms straight back, bend in the elbow and squeeze. The TheraBand just makes it a little bit more challenging. Careful that you don't snap the band in your face. Seated or standing, elbows stay high and squeeze out. Good. Last 5 seconds. Dropping the TheraBand. Getting good reps. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. All right, we're gonna do one core move. We're gonna finish with this TheraBand, and then the last 3 exercises are cardio. So you're gonna grab a hold of your TheraBand as if it were like a kayak oar, and we're gonna do rowing abs. Dip that oar into the water, and then to the other side. You're gonna feel this in your obliques, and then this TheraBand's gonna add a little bit of resistance as we kind of hold it apart. You ready? 3 rounds of 30 seconds. Let's go. So we're gonna row and row. Keeping those arms nice and straight if we can. Good. If you've ever rowed down a river, it's kind of like we're kayaking, working that core. Nice job. Keep breathing. The closer your hands are together, the smaller your oar will be. Rest. Good job. The bigger the motions, you're gonna really feel it in that core. So play around with it. You have 2 more rounds, so give it a try. Make it different each time if you want. Making sure we're breathing. Nice. Keep it up. Rowing abs. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, big breath in, big breath out. Final set here, and we're gonna finish with some cardio. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Last 30 seconds of this core move. Row down that river. I live by the Mississippi and the Missouri, so and like you're Lewis and Clark. Let's go. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Ooh, grab some water. You need it? All right, we got cherry pickers. 3 rounds of these. So good for the shoulders, good for the lower body if you're doing them standing. If we're doing them seated, I'll show you the version I like to do. It doesn't make me as dizzy. So hands to the sky, hands to the hips, and then I reach it forward like I'm reaching towards the screen and then sitting back up nice and tall. So this is a really great option You can always bend down and touch those ankles, but bringing your head down low might make you feel a little dizzy. If we're doing this one standing, feet are shoulder width apart, hands to the sky, hands to the hips, and then I'm gonna just kind of like drag those fingertips down to my knees, tiny little bend. So I'm not going all the way down. I'm not bringing my head over my body, keeping my head and chest up nice and high, little squat, okay? 3 rounds, 30 seconds. Again, we're working cardiovascular endurance. We start in 15 seconds. All right, pick which version you wanna do. I'm gonna start seated. We start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So I'm gonna do this. I like the seated version. Makes you feel like I'm on a rower. Those rowing machines. We're here for 3 rounds, so pace yourself. But maybe by the 3rd round, see if you can speed it up if that feels good, or you just stay with a consistent speed. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Nice. All right, for those of you standing, I'm joining you here. We're gonna do the standing option. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, begin. So I'm gonna do that little tiny squat. Chest stays up. Pushing through those heels as I stand back up. An explosive move. Good. Keep working hard. Love it. Really pushing those hips back if we're standing. 3, 2, 1. Woo, rest. All right, final round. Going for seated. You can stay standing. You can do seated. Up to you. Last 30 seconds. Let's go. Again, you hear that beat. See if you can stick to it. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Woo. All right. We're going to work a little bit of coordination, a little bit of agility, if you want to call it that. We got narrow to wide. So if I'm seated, wide, wide, narrow, narrow. With the feet, I can add in my arms too, or just the arms. So we got narrow to wide for that seated option, like so. If we're standing, wide, wide, narrow, narrow, wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Hanging on to something. If moving about your space feels safe and that's a good option for you, wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Taking a step forward each time, then going backwards. Again, that is going to be the most challenging option. So consider your space, consider your level of ability if that works for you. 3 rounds of 30 seconds. We're working that agility. We're working that coordination. What we call neuromotor exercises. Our brain and our body working together. You ready? Let's go. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Again, stick to the beat. It's like a little bit of aerobics. Once you figure it out, see if you can speed it up. I kind of like to pump my arms while my feet move, but if it's easier to do arms and legs together, go for it. 10 seconds left. Good. Rest. If the wide, wide, narrow, narrow is not working so great, you can always just pump the arms, pump the legs as if you're jogging or marching in place. Let's go. 30 seconds. We got that narrow to wide. Moving and grooving. Let's go. Keep going. All right. Keep going. Keep going. I'm going to change up my music just a little bit so we got some fun stuff to keep going for our last bit of moves. Keep working. Keep working. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. We're almost finished. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. And then we got punches. Here we go. Narrow to wide. Last 30 seconds. Begin. Come on. If you can speed it up, go for it. Let's go. Let's go. Now, jogging in place is going to be the most challenging, high intensity option, but we can be here. You can get those feet moving if you're seated. 10 seconds left. Finish strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, friends, we're on to our final exercise before we stretch it out, call it a day. I always try to include some kind of kickboxing because life is hard. Life with MS is hard. It's the holiday season, which can mean a lot of stress. So we're going to channel all that in a healthy place. We're going to do some punches. We may punch in front. We might do some single, double stuff. We might be coming up high. Have fun with it. You can do this seated or standing. We start in 3, 2, let's go. Again, find that beat. Extend that arm all the way out. Let's go. Good. Add a little bit of twist if you can. Strong. Whatever you're frustrated with, take it out right here. 3, 2, and 1. Quick little rest. Good. This time we're going to kind of do some crossover punches. So we're going to reach up to those corners. Nice and high. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We can punch it down to the corner across our body. Good. Nice little crossover punches. Low. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Final round, you kind of get to do whatever you want. You're welcome to follow along with me. I'm going to do some single, double punches. High to low. Are you ready? Final 30 seconds. Let's go. So single, double. Single, double. Then I'm going to go up high. Here we go. Single, double. Good. For the last 10 seconds, as fast as you can, straight in front. Let's go. Punch it out, punch it out. Come on, come on. We're almost finished. So strong. Come on, come on. Punch, punch, punch. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Rest, grab some water. We are going to stretch it out. Let's do this. And have some nice calm music, shall we? Super proud of you. Woo! Got in a full body workout. We did some cardio. We did some core. We did some strength. I don't know about you, but I'm wiped. But it felt so good. So wherever you're at, we're going to do some square breathing because we just finished with cardio. We got to get our heart rate down there. So take a big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. See if you can breathe in for 4 counts and exhale for 4 counts. 2 more rounds of that. Big breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2. Last set. Inhale. As we breathe in this time, reach those arms up overhead into extended mountain pose, palms together, reaching up towards the sky. Big breath in through the nose. And then exhale, hands come behind our back, or you can grab your chair. A couple big deep breaths in as we open up that chest. As we stretch it out, just appreciate your body, how it's moved for you today, how strong your arms and your legs have been. Big breath in and exhale, round in the back. Reach those arms forward like you're hugging a tree. It's important for us to practice some gratitude, what you're thankful for, what you appreciate today. Weather here's kind of nice. I got to go for a walk today. That was nice. It's been pretty chilly. Big breath in and exhale those arms. Good. Woo. Inhale up overhead into that warrior one. And then exhale into warrior two. Push those walls away, fingertips up to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, our arm comes across our body. Rotate in the wrist. Good. Open up those arms. Push those walls away into that warrior two. Other arm comes across our body. Rotate in the wrist. Big breath in and out. Shake out those arms. Go into a spinal twist as we breathe in. Exhale, twist that top half of your body in one, looking at one side of the walls. Big breath in. Exhale to the other side. Hopefully, as you kind of stretch it out, this is a good way to kind of check back in with our body. If you remember how you came to class, let's grab underneath one knee. Maybe you noticed like, oh, my mood was a little off, or I was feeling pretty tight in my muscles, but now we're feeling energized or our mood is boosted. Like those are really helpful cues to know like, oh, this is why we exercise. It helps us physically, mentally, and emotionally. Exhale, lengthen that leg long in front, heels in the ground, toes pointed up, and reach. You might feel a little tired. That was an intense little workout, but yeah, hopefully your fatigue is improved. Muscles feel looser. Or you were just able to step away from the chaos of life for an hour. That's always good too. Good. Pull that knee up, place the ankle on top of our thigh, hinge it forward. Nice little glute stretch here. And you overachieved today. You got in an hour of exercise where we should be getting at least 30 minutes a day. So nice job. Proud of you. Place that foot on the floor. Let's do the other side. Pull that knee up, hug that knee to your chest, point and flex the toe, rotate in the ankle. Good. Hug that knee up. Exhale, lengthen that leg long, heels in the ground, toes pointed up, and reach. Perfect. Pull that knee up, place the ankle on top of your thigh. Well, I'm so glad that you all joined me for this workout. I always say find a workout buddy because it just helps with workouts from accountability to consistency. So you all were my workout buddy today, so thanks. Check out, I got tons of options on my own YouTube channel. Keep Moving with Emily, seated options, standing options. Tons of workouts under 30 minutes. So if you're looking for something shorter, got that too. So definitely check that out. And then the Marissa Center always has so many options for y'all to keep moving. So take one more big breath in up overhead. Exhale it out. Know that you are stronger than MS or whatever you're walking through. Thank you so much for joining me and I hope to see you back at another Keep Moving with Emily.